Move over, sweet tooth. Here comes the salty tooth. A new study has found that some people may carry a gene. Yeah, a gene that gives them a taste for salty rather than sweet foods. Joining us on the Kogo News Live line is heart health expert and CEO of ViaScan, Dr. John Duncan. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning, San Diego.
So what are some of the signs that you may have the salt gene?
Well, we are really witnessing a monumental transformation in healthcare in America, moving away from expensive, reactionary, advanced disease care model to a more powerful, personalized, proactive, preventive model. And this new study illustrates that. Consider that we can now take a simple, inexpensive blood test to look at our genomics to see if we harbor a gene that makes us prone to a salt tooth that craves high sodium intake. And why that's important is if we do have such a gene, high sodium intake has been linked to various diseases such as high blood pressure. So if we know we have such a gene, maybe we can talk to a dietitian or remove the salt from the table and other proactive behavioral strategies that reduce our salt intake so that that disease is not expressed.
Now, what does this salty tooth mean for heart health?
Well, I think it means several things. There are a number of important disease outcomes that are linked to a high salt intake, such as high blood pressure. Not everyone that has high blood pressure is it caused by the sodium, but now with genomics and other types of tests, we can determine who has these salt tooth genes and who does not, that might link to high blood pressure or congestive heart failure.
Now, I'm assuming that neither the sweet tooth nor the salty tooth are, that great if you overdo either one.
Well, I think we're always told that moderation is the key, and I think that's the story that we need to tell here. But we also know that we're all individuals, and much of the public health information that we have or the recommendations are based on a shotgun approach, and this being one of them. And what this new study illustrates is that as individuals, we're all unique and different. Not everyone has a gene that makes us inclined to have a high salt intake or a high sugar intake or develop high cholesterol or high blood pressure. And so with this knowledge and power that we have to look at genes, and then at my clinic we have an imaging test that we can pinpoint heart disease so small that we can treat it and keep it from growing and prevent a heart attack before they ever happen. So this is knowledge and power at its finest, and we've never had that on a personalized basis in the United States before.
So if someone is driving to the mall right now, they're listening, what can they do to curb the craving if they have this salty tooth?
Well, if they have this gene, then they can take some really important behavioral steps. One is remove the salt shaker from the table. Much of the food source in America is already high in sodium, but if we have a salt shaker at the table, it just tempts us to make it even higher in salt. And so if we remove the salt shaker, that's just a practical thing that we can do to lessen the burden of salt intake in our diet.
All right. Thank you very much, doctor. That is Dr. John Duncan. He is a heart health expert and the CEO of ViaScan.